Hello, students, teachers, parents, history nerds. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nutshelled History, where we lay out the facts, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We continue with our Modern World History series by looking at the French Revolution begins. Don't forget that there's a link for a fill-in-the-blank worksheet in the description. I just ask that you like and subscribe. I apologize for any mispronunciations ahead of time. I do my best. Under France's ancient regime, there were three social classes, or estates. This social system created much friction between the upper and lower classes. At the top of this social and economic system was the first estate, made up of the clergy. At the time, the church exerted great influence throughout Christian Europe, specifically in France, where members of the church hierarchy enjoyed enormous wealth and privilege. The church owned about 10% of the land, collected tithes, and paid no direct taxes to the state. The second estate consisted of the titled nobility of French society. Although its members had enjoyed numerous privileges and benefits in the past, at the time just before the French Revolution, the more ambitious nobles had to compete for royal appointments. At the bottom of French society was the third estate, a diverse social class that included the bourgeoisie or the middle class. Much of the third estate, however, consisted of rural peasants. Members of the third estate resented the privileges enjoyed by their social betters. The first and second estates, for example, were exempt from most taxes, while peasants paid taxes on many things, including necessities. Economic troubles added to the social unrest. Deficit spending had left France deeply in debt. In the 1780s, bad harvests sent food prices soaring. King Louis XVI was ineffectual and did little to reform the nation's economy. The wealthy and powerful demanded the king do something. As a result, he summoned the Estates General, which consisted of representatives from the three estates, before making any changes. A French king had not called the Estates General in session for 175 years. It was during this meeting that members of the Third Estate called for significant reform. They were familiar with the ideals of the Enlightenment and wanted to bring change. In June 1789, claiming to represent the people of France, they declared themselves to be the National Assembly. Fearing the king planned to dismiss them, the delegates moved to a nearby indoor tennis court and took their famous tennis court oath. They swore never to separate and to meet wherever the circumstances might require until we have established a sound and just constitution. The growing political crisis coincided with a terrible famine. Peasants were starving and unemployed. In such desperate times, rumors ran wild. Inflamed by famine and fear, peasants unleashed their fury on the nobles. On July 14, 1789, the streets of Paris buzzed with rumors that royal troops were going to occupy the city. Then 800 Parisians assembled outside the Bastille, demanding weaponry stored there. When the commander refused, the enraged mob stormed the Bastille, sparking the French Revolution. The storming of the Bastille and the peasant uprisings pushed the National Assembly into action. In late August, the Assembly issued the Declaration of the Rights of Man and the Citizen. It proclaimed that all male citizens were equal before the law. The National Assembly also produced the Constitution of 1791. This document reflected Enlightenment goals, set up a limited monarchy, ensured equality before the law for all male citizens, and ended church interference in government. Alrighty, let's recap. Once upon a time in France, there were three clubs: the holier-than-thou church crew, the fancy-pants nobility squad, and the regular folks who got stuck with all the chores. The church was rolling in dough, the nobles were fighting for the king's attention, and the peasants were paying taxes on everything but their own breath. But wait, there's more. The country was broke, the food prices were through the roof, and King Louis XVI was just chilling, doing nothing about it. So they decided to throw a party called the Estates General, where everyone got together to complain. The peasants, inspired by the cool Enlightenment ideas, said, "Enough is enough," and declared themselves the National Assembly. They even took an oath on a tennis court, because why not? Then, when the peasants got hangry and the rumors started flying, they decided to crash the Bastille, and bam, the French Revolution was on like Donkey Kong. The National Assembly got busy drafting declarations and constitutions, trying to make everything fair and square. And that, my friends, is how the French Revolution began, with a little bit of church, a pinch of nobility, and a whole lot of angry peasants. There you have it, folks. That is the French Revolution begins nutshelled. Thanks for stopping by Nutshelled History. Don't forget to go a little nuts on the like and subscribe buttons. Was the revolution in France justified? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. See you next time.